All right, let's go. So today I want to say that I already have a Torhat account, right? So I'm having this Solomon account just to show you how I got to this place, right? So once I reach to this place, I'm gonna continue with Torhat account. I'm not gonna use Solomon account. So anyone who helps us get to 10K will get this account. All right, so we'll continue. So yesterday we completed Bandit, so now I want to just try Leviathan, not Natus. Natus is a different concept altogether. So it's a server-side web security, but we'll deal with that later. Okay. So as war game suggests, first you complete Bandit, then you complete any one of these things. Okay, so we will go in this order. First Leviathan, then Krypton, then Natus. Okay, right. So before we jump in, I just want to see SSH cat config. Okay, as you can see, there is an asterisk here, which means it can include any of the characters. It doesn't have to be Bandit itself. It can be Leviathan, it can be anything. So other things are fixed, right? So if we log into Leviathan, it would still work. Okay, so I'm gonna clear, let's say level 0, no information, let's go. So SSH Leviathan 0 at this dash p 2223. If I go back, I can see that this is the username and password for the first level. All right, so it should be yes, I accept Leviathan 0. All right, so once we got to this location, okay, so 0 to 1, no information, no information, no information, so no information at all. Okay, so there's no use looking into this, so all we have to do is look right here, and there should be some information that they give. Okay, right, data for the levels can be found in the home directories. Okay, whichever home directories. As you can see nothing, but if you type AL, you can see that there is a backup directory. So similar to that, in home directories you can find the data available, and this is the location where you can find the passwords. All right, so let me see, cherry tree, add node, Leviathan, and this is the location of the password. Let's be that Leviathan 0 is Leviathan 0. Okay, so that's the username and password, and once we got that, we're good to go. Right, so we have this backup directory, right? So let's cd dot backup, and here we got bookmarks.html. Let's cat bookmarks.html. We see a lot of content, what to do, right? So we need something related to Leviathan, right? We cannot find it, but we can try using grep Leviathan bookmarks.html. And here you can see that this will be a fixed later. The password for Leviathan 1 is this one. Okay, so we got the password for Leviathan 1. All right, so do we need to type VHL? Okay, so there is no VHL account for this for boxes. And let's see, where is Leviathan? Okay, here. If I click on 7, I can see that it starts from Leviathan 1, not Leviathan 0. So exit, go up 1, Control Shift V, and VCHL. This should work. Okay, it's done. Okay, so I just want to see this. I am one of these people right here. Okay, I am right here. 2040 is the score. All these people have the same score, so I'm one of these people. But to get my score, I think I can just click here. Okay, so 6162 is my global rank and 72 is my country rank. Let me update that. 6162 and one rank above, 72. Cool. Hi Vedant, welcome back. How are you doing? And let's see, let's move on to the next one. We have something to check. Okay, and then it says wrong password. So there's something going on. It's trying to check our data, our user input. So in this case, we can use something that intercepts with okay, so reinstalling Windows. Okay, cool. So why don't you use Linux as base OS? Hi Kelvin, hi Suraj. And all right, let's go back. Okay, so I was talking about ltrace. So ltrace intercepts and records the dynamic library calls which are what to say, are called by the executed process, which is this. Let's say in this case it is trying to execute some process. So if we type ltrace and check this, it is actually trying to trace the libraries. Okay, so dynamic libraries which are trying to interact with the process. Okay, so let's see. So in this case it is trying to print this password and it's trying to check this memory, and whatever we input right here will be stored in this kind of data, this the memory, and this is trying to get the characters from us. Okay, so once it is done, it says something and then string comparison. Here it is trying to compare this. Okay, so I gave 4 characters and it only took the first 3 characters, and it is trying to compare this with this. Okay, and once it is not equal, it says wrong password, goodbye. So what we can do right now is we can try to trace this with the same password, which means this one is trying to compare it with this, and once it is done it gave us a shell. Okay, this doesn't work because we are executing as Leviathan 1, not Leviathan 2. Okay, but this program is executed as Leviathan 2, but when we use ltrace we are executing as Leviathan 1. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to exit, go up, remove this, and use the same password, and we're in. Okay, if we type id, effective user id should be Leviathan 2. Okay, so now we can /etc/Leviathan underscore pass Leviathan 2. Okay, so do you know what a Leviathan is? Leviathan is a sea serpent. If you don't know what it is something, some sea monster which is really strong, and it just take down any creature. Okay, so it's in biblical scriptures. You can just check it out what Leviathan is. And let's see some comments or chat. Okay, so distro hopping is my bad habit. Okay, Windows to Linux, Linux to Windows, and the loop continues. Leviathan for binary. Yeah. Okay. So they have some binary files, and we're trying to kind of reverse engineer those binary files. All right. Sorry for that. There's some cooking going on, and I'm having this cough. Anyway, let's get back. So this is the password. Leviathan 2, and exit, just go up. Leviathan 2, this, and clear. Okay, clear which shell. Let's go back. If I'm able to solve all of this within 30 minutes, I'm gonna start Krypton as well today. Okay, I'm right here along with all these people anyway, but let me see. So 6037 and 71. 6037, and the game continues. Clear ls print file. Let's see. Okay, we have to give some file name. So can we give some arbitrary file name? Okay, you can have that file. Okay. Let me try to create a file that actually exists. So I'm gonna say mktemp hyphen, should I use D? No, actually not needed. So this is the file that I have created. I'm gonna say chmod 777 to this file, and what else? So I'm gonna say nano this file, some text, and control X, Y, enter. So now let's try to use the print file on the same file. Okay, so it's able to print the file's contents. So if I use ls-l, this is actually actually has a set user ID which can execute as Leviathan 2, but effective user ID can be Leviathan 3. So let's try to print /etc/Leviathan pass Leviathan 3. Okay, it says you can have that file. So there's something that's stopping us from having that file. So let's try to use ltrace on the same thing. So it's trying to have this access function revoked. Okay, so it is going to check this file, and if it is able to detect this, then it's not going to allow this. Okay, so let's try the same thing with this file. Let's say ltrace, and this time, okay, so this time it's bypassed this. So this is not the Leviathan 3 file that we're trying to get. So this time this is bypassed, and now next step what it's trying to do is it's trying to have this cat command executed. So so in order to bypass this, we need to have something that is not Leviathan 3. So once it detects that name, then it bypasses that line. Once it gets to this line, it is able to cat the files. So what we can do is we know that cat can execute multiple files, right? If this file and some other file, I would say, okay, it can dump the contents of both the files, like this file and that file. Okay, so what we can do is let's create a directory and create a file. Okay, you don't need to create a directory, but anyway I did it. So chmod 777 to this and cd to this, and now let's create a file which has two names inside this. Let's say it's a shortcut file. Okay, so this is having two words, but it's a single file. Okay, but if we do not give this a double quotes, what this cat command will actually try to do is, okay, hang on, cat command without this escape character, it would just detect these two files as two separate files. Okay, shortcut and file. But if it is able to detect this shortcut file as a single file, we can try to bypass this access line, and then once it gets to this line, we can actually try to execute this command. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to link this shortcut to something. So we have this what to say, soft link to /etc/leviathan pass leviathan 3 to something called shortcut. Okay, so why this? Okay, so we know that this, while using shortcut file as a argument, we can bypass this. Once it gets to cat command, it is going to have shortcut as a single file and file as a single file. Okay, so once we link this to this, it is going to detect this file instead of shortcut. Okay, because shortcut doesn't exist. So we'll use cat command indirectly in this way. So let's go and try to print that. This is in home directory, print file, and this is in the current directory, so shortcut file, something like this. Or should I use double quotes? Let's try both. Okay, let's try double quotes. And all right, so we have to send this as a single name, not as two names. Okay, so now we got it. Let's see some comments, or let's see the chat. Control S. All right. Okay, so what does the Leviathan challenge represent in the over the wire? So all these are binary files. as you can see, this print file and check file, or whatever the files that we are trying to interact, all these are binary files. And first level was a hidden file in the backup directory, but that was um, not the case in the other files. All these other files are binary files. We're trying to debug or try to reverse engineer what's happening inside this binary file. So some of the tools like ltrace would able to detect all the binary dynamic libraries or signals that is being sent from the process which is executed when we run this file, and it tries to interact with this, and it would give us where we have to actually work on. So in this case, it is able to detect this command. So we tried something else to bypass this command, and next we got this command, this function. Okay, so we bypassed this function, and now we got this function. So we need to bypass this as well to get the password. So basically we're trying to reverse engineer the whole thing. All right, so all right, so hope you get it, and let's move on to the next level and paste it, and we shall, let's see. Okay, I got my name. Okay, not yet updated. Okay, it's updated now. Okay, so 5914. So let's update it right here. Okay, country rank also jumped 2 ranks. That's so cool. And let's move on to the next one. All right, so we have this. We enter some password, it just says wrong. Okay. So what do we need to do here? So let's try the same thing. Okay, so this time it is trying to compare something with something that doesn't exist. So we'll enter the password and send it. This time it is trying to compare ASDF with this. Okay, so this can be the password. So let's try that again with this, and we got the shell. All right, so let's exit out of here, and we have to execute this without ltrace, and now we should have a shell. All right, so cat/etc/leviathan underscore pass leviathan 3. Okay, so I think it should be 4, right? Hang on, we're already in leviathan 3, it should be leviathan 4. Control shift C, v4, and now we got the password. Leviathan 4, got the password. Exit, exit 4. Gotcha. Right, VHL. I forgot this. Now, okay, not yet. All right, it's updated, and 5806. Did we change country rank? No, no. All right. Okay, we're in number 4. ls hyphen l. Okay, sorry, ls hyphen al. Okay, we have a trash directory over here. So Control Shift C, CD to this, ls, and now we have some binary file. Okay, okay. So this is also something like hidden directory or something. So this binary file just outputted some data here in binary. So we need to reverse engineer this part using CyberChef. All right, let it do its thing. It's too much craziness. All right. So this one you need to say from binary. Okay. So delimiter is the space. Okay. 8 bits, and this should be the password. So Control Shift and 5, this Control S. Let's see. Exit. Okay. 5. Control Shift V, and we shall. Let me see the chat. Okay. No updates. Cool. Hmm. Okay. 69. Not changed. Hmm. Anyway. So ls Leviathan 5. Okay. Cannot find the temp file. Hmm. So this is the file it is trying to fetch. Once it fetches, what does it do? Let's try to understand. Ltrace this. Okay. So it's trying to open this file. Hmm. Interesting. Okay. Once it is not able to open this file, it just prints out this string. Okay. Cannot find this. So since the file doesn't exist, so what we can do is we can create that file using a soft link, something like this, leviathan underscore pass leviathan 6, right? And what else? Slash tm. Okay, I can just do this. Okay, so this file is going to connect to this file, and once we run that file, it is able to execute this, I guess. Okay, hang on, I'll try without. Okay, okay, we got the string. Cool. All right, where is it? Leviathan 6, this, Control S, and exit, and we shall. Okay. The common rank is getting shorter and shorter. Did you observe that? Now we are in a single page with all these other guys or girls or whatever. Anyway, we're getting closer to a point where there is only single rank or just few ranks. All right. So, okay, rank doesn't change at all. What's going on? Okay, ls Leviathan 6. Okay, now it needs a code. Let's see. 4-digit code. So, what are the possibilities of a 4-digit code? It can start from 0000 all the way from 9999. So, the usage is this along with 4-digit code. So, what to do? So we can just try to write a script and then run the script, or we can write it directly in the shell itself. We don't need to create a file, so we can just write 0000 dot dot 9999, and so that does it. And do, what do you need to do? You need to run Leviathan 6 and followed by $I, which is this 4-digit number. And once it is done, you say done. And let's see if it works. It says wrong. Okay. Is it stuck? Okay. Oh, look at that. We got a shell. Cool. So let's say ID Leviathan 7 cat slash etc slash Leviathan score pass Leviathan 7, and we got this. All right, let's say Leviathan 7 and exit. Okay, it's still continuing, and exit 7, sorry, and this, and we shall. This should be done. How much time we spent? Okay, we spent like 38 minutes. I think we can continue with Krypton. What do you think? Should we continue with Krypton or not? Okay, the country rank is too stubborn. It's not changing at all. Okay, we got a new subscriber. Thanks for subscribing. All right, let's go to war boxes. Let's go to Krypton. Let's see. Cat, it should have this file. Well done. You seem to have Nix system before try something more serious. Exit. So let's go to Krypton. Let's see how many people are actually watching. Oh, so many. Anyway, Krypton. Let's see. Okay, so basically from 0 to 1, you can simply say base 64, command, control A, backspace, back, favorites from base 64, and Krypton is great. Add node, Krypton, and Krypton 1 is this. All right, cool. Let's move to the next one. I'm not sure if I need to log in or not. I think we need to log in because we need to say we shall. Okay, sorry. Krypton 1. Come on, come on. Oh, the port number is different. Sorry. So it's 2223 now. 2231. 31. Okay. Now we're in business. Okay. We shall. It should work. Okay. Okay. So I got 105 points. Okay. 5404. Cool. Let's change it. Okay. The country rank is too stubborn. It's not changing. But anyway, let's say where to find the data. Okay. Okay. So the data is somewhere. Okay. We can't even see the data. Okay. So it has to be somewhere where this file is. Okay, sorry. Control Shift C is not working. So the password for the level 2 is in the file. It is encrypted using simple rotation. Blah blah blah. So it should be. Let's see. cd/krypton. Okay. So this is where the file is. Okay. So cd krypton 1 and cat readme. Okay. So simple rotation. It's the same thing. So we're gonna say cat krypton 2. So how do we decrypt it? We're gonna simply say magic. Let the magic work. Okay, it's not working. Or what can you say? Any guesses? You can try to rotate. Did it say how many times it rotated? Non-standard cipher, blah blah blah. Clusters, obfuscation patterns, carried cipher text. Okay, rot 13. Okay. Okay, do we have rot here? I don't have to go. All right. So level 2 password is rotten. Krypton 2 rotten. All right. So exit. Rotten. And we're in business. All right. All right. Let's see the chat. Rot 13 or 27? 27? Don't you think that's too much? Yeah, 27 not working. So basically they said it's rot 13. If you see the text, all right. So let me see. So here they didn't mention it, but in the text they have mentioned. So just go few seconds back, or at least 1 minute back, you can see that I've showed the readme file in which they have said that it is ROT 13. So that's why I used ROT 13. So anyway, so cd/krypton plus cd krypton2 plus cat readme, and okay, they said something, some process we can actually do, but what is it anyway? Okay, it's Caesar cipher. Okay, so less cat krypton 3. Let's try without anything. Okay, so let's try to use decode. What to use? Let's use Caesar cipher. Okay, you can do this, or if you want to use this, you can actually rotate brute force, right? This. Okay, so here you can actually try and brute force it, so it can actually do its thing. While it's doing its thing, let's use this Caesar typer decoder brute force. So it says Caesar is easy, so it should be the one. Okay, it has dumped few things, and one of them should be Caesar is easy, right? Right. Krypton 3, this is done. Let's see, exit. Okay, did we solve Krypton 2? Okay, we did not update it. Five 302. And country rank is still same. Let's see. Krypton 3. Okay, the permission denied. Okay, I think I forgot to copy Caesar is easy. Oopsie. Caesar is easy. What? Control Shift V. Why doesn't it work? Should be working. Okay, it's okay, done. Clear. Shall. Maybe it had some special characters that we forgot to check. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. 5182. Climbing ranks is really fast. I mean, it's getting slower. Okay, where is this other Indian? Can't even reach him. It's too far away. So clear cd/krypton. Should be cd/krypton 3. Okay. Sorry. And cd krypton 3. Clear ls. Okay. So now we got bunch of files. So let's cat readme as usual. Easy substitution cipher is gone, hopefully encrypted, blah blah blah. Okay, repeated using a simple key. In this example, cipher mechanism is not able to. Okay. So password for the next level is found in the files. Okay, Krypton 4. You have also found 3 other files. Found 1, found 2, found 3. And important details, plain text produced from the same key. Okay. So many files. Let's use the hints. Hint 1, cat hint 2. Okay, frequency analysis. So in frequency analysis, what we usually do is we just dump out all the data we got and found 3. So this is the data, and once we get the data, oops, you just try to copy everything and give it to some tool. Okay. So there are few tools, and one of them is QIUP.com. Okay, so this is really good for frequency analysis. Okay, so this is the example they have given. You can just solve it right here. Okay, you're not able to obligate it to win. So basically it just dumps out the possible things based on the frequency analysis. So frequency analysis works based on the number of characters that are repeated in this sentence and replace that with most common things that happen in the dictionary. Okay, so that's how it actually works. So if you just see this, okay, it says in cryptography blah 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 blah, and okay, so we got it right, but we did not get complete picture. So we also need to add Krypton to it. Okay, so let's add it with the Krypton, and this is like continuation of it. So we'll just copy from here to here. Control Shift C, paste it, solve, and as you can see, where is it? Well done, the level 4 password is brute. Okay, so if you see the pattern, all of the previous passwords are in caps, right? Uppercase. So the next password should also be in caps. Okay, so it should be BRUTE. So let's exit, Control Shift, and then Control Shift V. Did it work? Nope. I did not copy this. Should work. Clear. We shall. All right. Let's see the chat. Okay. 110 points. What's my new score? 5085. Nearly jumped 100 ranks by solving this. Oh, I had 2 ranks. I jumped 2 ranks. All right. Bye bye, Scarecrow. And all right. Let me see. All right. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, so forgot it's in Krypton. and cd krypton 4. Okay, cat readme. This level is a Wigner cipher. You have to you have intercepted two longer English language messages. You can also have blah 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 blah. Okay. So Wigner cipher is basically you have some text and you use a password to encrypt that text. Okay, so let's go to decode and Wigner cipher, something like this. So here there's automatic decryption based on like brute force kind of thing, and if you click on this you would actually have something that comes out of this. Okay, so it needs more data for brute force thing, but do we have it? ls, yes, we have found one and found two. Okay, so we used this much data to find the key. Okay, so let's try to copy everything. Control Shift C, automatic decryption, and okay, so it is able to decrypt this, and it's gonna say the soldier with green whiskers, and it's able to decrypt it perfectly. Okay, so this one should be the key. Okay, FREKEY, Freki. So we use this, and let's say cat krypton 5, and we just copy this. We use this, but here we know the key, right? The key is Freki. Here you can see Control Shifts, Control C, Control V, and decrypt. Okay, so it is clear text. So this has been decrypted to clear text. So Control C and Krypton 5. So in previous passwords, you remove the spaces, right? Krypton is great, which means you need to remove this space here. So this should be the password. Okay, so just save it, exit, Krypton 5, Control Shift C, and it should work. Okay, decode website not working sometime. Okay, so it is not DECODE, it is decode. So I just texted you in the chat, it is DCODE, it is not DECODE. Okay, it works. Let's see, I'm in the chat, and let's see. Yes, okay, did we jump some ranks? All right, 4994, we're pretty close. Okay, we jumped another rank, 66, and we're good to go. Okay, the typo mistake also has a typo mistake. All right, cool. Let's move on to the next one. cd slash krypton 5. Okay, So this one is cat readme. Frequency analysis can break a known key, but what about unknown key? Let's see. Cat found 1, found 2, found 3, and it's polyalphabetic cipher. Like, how can you do that? So let's copy this. Let's try the same thing. Okay, found 4 doesn't exist, sorry. So found 3. Okay, now we have enough data to just mess with it. Okay, Control Shift C. So we're gonna go to this one again and do automatic decryption. Okay, so this time it was able to do the same thing. It was best of times, it was worst of time. Okay, so it is able to decrypt it, so the password should be key length. Okay, so we're going to use the same key length again on cat krypton 6, and we'll just copy this and paste it and decrypt, and then it says random. Cool. And krypton 6 random, we remove the space because that's what the pattern we are able to see. And let's go back, exit, and 6. Let's see the chat after we type Rachel. Okay, the rank should be updated. 715 solves. Okay, where is Solomon? Right here. 4891. 4891. Oh my god, we got another rank bump. Okay, 65. All right, let's close it. Let's move on to slash krypton and krypton 6. Clear ls, and let's see, cat readme. Okay, so we have all this. Okay, we have hint 1, hint 2. Let's use all the hints in the world. Hint 1, cat hint 2. Okay, 8-bit LFSR. The random generator has limited the number of bits and is periodic. Okay, so the key is periodic key. Interesting. So entropy analysis is good. Look at the bytes in hex editor will help. Okay, so we're gonna go to one time and let's see, cat key. Okay, so it's the same thing. It was best of the time, it's worst of the time. So this is the key, and cat plain, cat cipher. Okay, so basically you encrypt this plain text with the key and you get this cipher text. So it's kind of when the key is repeating, it can be like a XOR cipher. So in this case, what you actually do is let's see, I'll just create a directory, that would be better. mktemp-d, and it created this. Let's give all the permissions in the world. chmod 777 and clear cd this and let's see. I just went backward. I just want to see this, and we have something here. So there is key.dat file which can be used to encrypt and to get this file. Okay, so we have the plain text will be given by us, and this is the key to encrypt the plain text using this binary program to get this file. All right, cool. Let's go back and you need to copy this whole thing. Let's see, cd to this, and let's copy the encrypt. Should we copy the encrypt or the key.dat file? It's enough. Let's try to copy this. Control Shift C, Control Shift V, slash key.dat file, key.dat. Okay, sorry, to the current directory. Okay, cannot open this, so cannot copy this. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's make a link to the same file. Control Shift V, slash key.dat file, and what should I call it? Okay, I'm gonna not call it anything, so the file name should be the same. So if I just do ls, the key file should be the same. So it's a link right now. So what can we do? So we'll use this to encrypt, and encrypt what? We need to have a plain text. Let's have a plain text. To plain text, and let's type this. Control. Okay, so we have a plain text right now, so we can encrypt and let's use plain text to get cipher. Okay, cipher text. Let's see, cat ciphertext. Okay, you can't understand any of it. So basically it's running it in XOR format. So if you encrypt the ciphertext, you should be able to get that plain text. Let's test it out if it is XOR or not. So Control Shift. Okay, you don't need that. So I'm gonna just, okay, it's just doing some random thing. Control Shift V, encrypt, and ciphertext, and plain. I'm not gonna call it plain text, I'm gonna call it plain. So cat plain. Okay, it's giving something different. So it's based on the key, right? So let's give it something that what should it do? So we should have some file, some data that is kind of like an identity. So in this case, I'm going to create a file with plain text, same file, but instead of this, I'm going to keep all A's. Let's see. We don't know how big this is. So Control X, Y, Z, and let's try to do the same thing. Slash encrypt and plain text cipher, cat cipher. Okay, so we get this thing. So A is kind of an identity over here. So basically it's trying to repeat itself right here. Okay, so if you XOR the key with an identity data, something like all A's, it would obviously give the key, right? So we can use that key to encrypt or decrypt the ciphertext. So what can we do? Let's say okay, let's go to Vigneer cipher. We know how passwords work, so we can give this, and we know that it is Krypton. So let's say cat slash Krypton 6 or 7, or okay, 6, Krypton 7. Okay, so this is the file. Control Shift C, and we paste it here. Decrypt. Okay, so LFSR is not random. So we already know that the hint is trying to say that it is LFSR. Okay, LFSR. Okay, LFSR is not random. All right. So let's go to the next level. Okay, we're done with Krypton 6 and 7. Our score should have a big bump right now. Okay, as you can see, our number of uh, people with the same score is reducing. So let me check the chat with this, and 65. Okay, there's no rank. All right, no, this is not pre-recorded empty gaming. I'm actually doing it live with a new account. And all right, so we're done. Let's see. Okay, we don't have anything here. So cd Krypton 7. Okay, there's no Krypton 7. Okay, cool. All right, exit, clear, and we're done. Hey MT Gaming, this is not pre-recorded session. And yep, and with that we'll close this, and we'll continue tomorrow, and we'll hopefully we get a few more ranks here. All right, I'll see you